Hey, and welcome to another edition of the Sloppy Bro Show. This one's a special one tonight. Typically during the week, I do a live stream on Facebook and save the YouTube live streams for Friday nights at 9 p.m. But lo and behold, Facebook is down. It has been down, up and down all damn day. And let me tell you, it seems like people are losing their shit. Um, it's actually been kind of funny to watch uh, throughout the day, everybody freaking out over Facebook. So I figured, hell, I'll jump on here and do a live stream. Why not? You know, I ain't got nothing else better to do. So I got me a cold PBR, a freshly new pack of cigarettes, and hell, we'll just see what's going on. So if you guys want to chill out and hang out with me, you're more than welcome to. We can pretty much talk about whatever you would like. I don't have any particular topic picked out for tonight's live stream. Just kind of flying off the seat of my pants. So anything goes, like always. There's no censorship here. You can say whatever you want to say, get whatever you want to off your chest, whatever political leaning you have, whether it be conservative, or liberal. I listen to all sides. And I try to be as respectful as I can, and I just ask, the same in return. So, yeah. But yeah, Facebook apparently has been down for the majority of the day. As a matter of fact, let's see what we can, if there's any new news on the situation. Let's see here. How do I want to go about doing this? Oh, yeah. We'll just open up a new tab, bring that over here, and then we'll switch to this. Let me get a cigarette going. And let's see what old trusty Google's got for us this evening. Facebook. Down. Well, 8,249 reports. Most problems are login, 34%, news feed, 33%, total blackout, 31%. Oop. Let's see what some comments are. This might be Trump's fault or maybe the deep state. Really? Do they really think Trump has this much power? I don't think so. Climate change, that's a good one. I'm going to go with climate change on this one. See, Caitlin M. I also called the customer support number, and they are definitely not real because they told me someone hacked my account and that Facebook wasn't down. Lies. Yep. Seems like something old Zuckerberg would say. He ain't never told the truth. Why the hell is he going to start now? Old Mike says this might be his fault. He hit the delete button by accident. Sorry. It's okay, Mike. We forgive you. Tink wants to know when this problem's going to be fixed. Good question, Tink. And as of 2 minutes ago, Ink Rat still down in southeastern Iowa. Yeah, it's kind of curious to see how long this down situation is going to last. But all I know is, this afternoon while I was at work, checking it out, you could get to some people's pages, other people's you couldn't. But I was getting a lot of Facebook messages, for people freaking out. Oh my God, are you down? Are you able to comment and post? And I was like, no, it seems to be down for everybody. I couldn't even switch to log out to go into my other account that I have. So, looks to be maybe a security breach. Maybe it's the Russians. Maybe it's a collusion. Maybe it's Mueller. Maybe Mueller's behind this. Maybe Mueller's staging the whole thing so that he can add this to his report, so that he can get, Trump on the whole collusion issue. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, who knows? But, it got me thinking, the way everybody's kind of freaking out, it's amazing, how, as a society, the majority of us, those with, internet connections, fast internet connections, social media accounts, how we become so dependent on social media, such as, Facebook, Instagram, which, by the way, I hear Instagram's affected by this too, but I have not confirmed that because I have not logged into my Instagram account. But Twitter, Snapchat, MeWe, all the other. I mean, some of the other. I'm not too familiar with all of them. Those are the big ones. But it's amazing how we as a society have gotten so dependent, you know, on social media to the point that we're actually forgetting how to communicate with one another in real life, in person. And that's kind of sad. I mean, today's political climate has already shown how divided we are, and how when it comes to politics, very rarely can we have a civil, conversation with our opponent. Usually there's one side trying to shut the conversation down that's not even willing to come to the table and listen to the other side's opinions, which is sad, really, because, how can we learn anything about one another if we're not willing to sit down and have, grown up discussions? But I'm not going to get into that right now. I've talked about it in the past on my other live stream, so I'm going to give that one a break. But, I go to work every day, and at my job, there's a big commons area because I like to go outside and smoke, which I know it's a bad habit. I'm working on quitting. So don't give me any shit about it, please. But I like to go and sit and people watch. And it's amazing every day the people that I see, coming back and forth from the building. All of them, almost all of them, are on their cell phone, their smartphones, staring, at them religiously. They're either talking on them or just looking at the screen, not even paying attention where they're walking or going. I've seen some people fall and bust their ass, which is always hilarious. Because, come on, you got to pay attention where you're going. But they don't. They just walk back and forth. Excuse me. Some days I really like to fuck with people. I'll see them coming and I'll look them dead in the eye. They'll look me in the eye. And I'll be like, hello, hope you're having a good day. And the majority of people look at you dumbfounded like, what the hell did you just say? Are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? I mean, it's crazy. It didn't used to be like this, 10, 15 years ago. I mean, we used to be able to have conversations with complete strangers, either waiting at the bus stop, outside at the break table, hell, even at the dinner table with our families. But now, anytime you go out with people, somebody's always on the damn phone. At least one or two people, if not everybody. I mean, it's a really sad state, of affairs in the direction that we're heading. And I don't know if there's anything that we can do about it. Because, I mean, when things like this happen today, it seems like people don't know how to function without their phones. They just panic and freak out. It used to be the same way with, we used to joke about it with GPS, Now just about every car has GPS. Every cell phone, smartphone has GPS. But not many people could read a map. So what's going to happen if the GPS satellites go out, and we don't have that anymore? People aren't going to know how to get from point A to point B because they're not going to know how to read a damn map. It's the same way with Morse code. We've gotten so dependent on technology, we've forgotten how to do things the old way. Morse code to me is a very, important thing. It's a good thing to know. At the very minimum, you should at least know how to do an SOS, in case you're trapped, underground or something, or trapped in some kind of, still encampment. You need to bang on the walls to let somebody know that you're in there. That could save your life, but it's a dying thing. Not too many people know about it anymore. It's crazy. I mean, same can be go with, gardening. I mean, sure, there's a lot of people that know how to plant flowers and, grow flowers and shit, but, and I'm guilty of this too. I don't know how to, garden. I couldn't do, vegetables, plant a vegetable garden or anything. I don't know the first thing about it. But what happens when we get to the point, where, our food supply starts diminishing, we can't get to the grocery stores, or the grocery stores go bare. How are we going to take care of ourselves? Same with hunting. We're so accustomed to, going to a grocery store and seeing our meat there. We don't even think about how it got there. But if we couldn't get that, how would we be able to take care of ourselves? Could we hunt? I like to think that maybe I could, but even if I did kill an animal, I sure as hell don't know how to dress it or skin it, and do it properly without contaminating the meat. I didn't grow up a hunter. I didn't hang out with hunters. It was something that it's something that I would like to know how to do, just so that, I've got that skill available to me in case things do go to shit, which, watching the news and following social media, sometimes it feels like, we're really not that far off from everything going to hell in a handbasket. I don't want to be I don't want to sound paranoid. I like to keep a positive open mind and think that, we're going to eventually get over these hurdles, and eventually, we're going to come together again as a nation, and, and as a society, and, work out our differences and agree to disagree, and, be civil. But ever since 2016, ever since, Trump took office, it's gone crazy. And I don't understand it. I didn't vote for Trump. When he was running, I thought he was a big windbag. I didn't like him, because of The Apprentice. I hate reality TV shows. I think there's one of the things that have destroyed, our society and made us dumber. I think the media's done it intentionally because, I think they want the population to be ignorant and stupid and divided. It's better for them and the corporations. But the fact of the matter is, he is our president. And I will say this, I've said it before in the past, here and on Facebook, right or wrong, whether you agree with him or not, the promises that he made on the campaign trail, he's trying to keep. Some of them he has, others he's still working on. And I respect him for that, because I don't know too many presidents in the past that have done what they said they were going to do on the campaign trail. Obama sure as hell didn't. And I voted for Obama twice because I really bought into that whole hope and change. I really thought, here's a guy, the first black president of America. How awesome is that? We're finally getting over racism. We're putting it behind us. We're starting to treat each other as equals and respect one another enough to where we all came together and voted him in. And that was beautiful. And then he becomes president, and, he doesn't do anything hardly. Basically, for his first 4 years, he just continued the policies that Bush, had in place. And then his last 4 years, he just became really divisive, with the whole talking shit about the police and, supporting Black Lives Matter and, condemning cops and whatnot. Yeah, cops aren't perfect, and that's a different episode altogether. But, there's a lot of good cops. And, as with anything, there's always going to be a few bad apples, but I don't know. What you going to do? I could go on and on about this shit, really. And, I watch other people's YouTube channels and I see it every day, and it's just sad. I've got an 11-year-old son, and it worries me. What's it going to be like for him when he's my age, when he's 44? What's it going to be like for his kids if he decides to have kids, which, a part of me hopes that he doesn't. But another part of me hopes that he does because, I think it'd be cool to be a grandpa. I think I'd be a pretty cool grandpa. But that's up to him to decide. But I think deep down, whether you're conservative, whether you're a liberal, whether you're, no matter where you're from, no matter what country, I think deep down we all want the same thing. We want a better life for our children than we had coming up. We all want to be able to feed our kids, clothe our kids, provide a decent shelter, a safe atmosphere, and make sure that they're loved and protected. That I don't care who you are, what color you are, or what your religious background is. I think that's what we all want deep down. I think that's the one common thing that we have. But we let these politicians and politics and governments, manipulate and try to divide us and keep us at loggerheads and fighting with one another over dumb shit. You know, maybe one day we'll wake up and get the point. And again, maybe one day we won't. I don't know. I hope we do. I like to think that I'm a positive individual. I hope for the best for the future. I mean, I get it wrong too. I'm not perfect. I say things that I regret. I've done things that I'm not happy about and I'm ashamed of. But I like to think that I've always been man enough to apologize for them and to face them head on. And that's what I'm trying to teach my son. But I guess only time will tell. Well, I have one person watching, so whoever you are, thank you. Uh, I hope you liked what you saw, what you heard. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that, next time I go live or post a video, you'll be the first to know. And for those of y'all tuning in, if you like what you see, please do the same. The only way I can grow this channel is with your support. So I'm completely thankful for those that have supported me and continue to support me. I believe last I checked, I was up to 108 subscribers, which is awesome. And I just hope that it continues to grow because I have fun doing this. I do. It's have a good time, and I hope you guys have a good time watching it. But in any case, I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.